not too bad. I think we both managed to get quite a bit to eat, and now we just wait for our grab to turn up. We're in Hoi An. We're just walking the last little bit to our hostel. Oh, look at this, it's beautiful. Right by the river. So we've just dropped our bags off at the hostel. We can't check in for another couple of hours and it's only 8 in the morning right now. So we're heading across the bridge to Hoi An Old Town, where we're going to try and get some breakfast. That's our hostel down there. Good news. And this is the Old Town down here. It's really beautiful here, and a lot sort of, you can already feel it's a lot more chilled out than Nha Trang. Of course, we begin our days with the breakfast banh mi. We're in Bánh Mì Phượng, which it seems was frequented by Anthony Bourdain, so expecting this to be pretty good.
That was good, I think that was the best one. Keep put that in our tally. So you've had eaten 13, I've eaten 11 now.
So after a very deep and much needed nap,
we are now on our way to get a sundowner, slightly trepidatiously, because where we are walking now is where we saw a snake earlier. It was like a long, thin green snake, and we googled it, and there's one snake that looks like it that's not poisonous at all, and there's one snake that looks like it, it's very poisonous. So let's just keep our eyes out and not go near anything that moves.
What's that, Zoe? What's that noise?
Sound of Ed Sheeran and the sound of our run of not hearing Shape of You coming to an end.
This is all the people going out to lay their lanterns out on the water. I feel like this t-shirt really speaks to us.
I'd come here like 10 years ago, but couldn't really remember it that well, apart from that I knew it was, I remember having a really good time here. And I think we all have a good time here too.
Little tip, if you're in Hoi An, don't go to the Tiger because their 2-for-1 deal basically involves charging you just like twice as much. So it was actually more expensive than buying 2 beers in there. So yeah, dodge that one. Not entirely sure what's going on there, but it looks very exciting. Now we're at Masa Taqueria for what looks like a delicious vegan taco feast.
We're gonna have a little drink on the riverside.
This place is amazing. I think we're going to stay for a little bit longer. Well, that was very weird. We're just in our room about to set off for the beach. And I think we've just had an earthquake. The whole building has rocked. Yeah, so we've just looked online, and yeah, it was an earthquake. Estimated magnitude 5.2. So yeah, we were planning to go to the beach. I guess we'll probably still do that, but just take it a little bit easy with the old tsunamis and stuff. Just waiting for a grab to take us to the beach, to An Bang Beach, which is meant to be the nicest beach in Hoi An. Let's see if it is. Here we are on An Bang Beach. You can see the famous coconut boats here. But yeah, we're just going to go for a walk, find somewhere to eat, and then stake our place in the sun. You enjoying your time on the beach?
I'm loving my time on the beach, yeah. I'm very, very chilled. Very relaxed indeed.
She is down in the sea. Now here she comes, Ursula Andress, fresh from the water. So we got home, we rested, and now we're heading out into town to a restaurant that our hostel owner Lynn has recommended to us. And yeah, I do love the fact that our hostel owner is called Lynn, because it makes me feel like Alan Partridge every time I talk to her, which is a lot of fun. So he's leading us down this absolutely fine, not at all dodgy road.
Big bug.
This is truly vegan delights. So I did try eating this paper,
I think it's
and it didn't go well.
It's hand towels. thought it was rice paper, but it's sandals.
Stomach's full. Now we head home along this beautiful riverside vista. Being careful not to get hit by scooters, bitten by snakes, or by one slightly vociferous dog who seems to have it out for us. But yeah, it really is just a beautiful walk in a very, very beautiful and chilled city. This is what we're doing today. Marble Mountains, Amfu Cave, Monkey Mountain. Let's go see her monkey friends. She claims she's cool with monkeys now. We'll see. First stop, Marble Mountain. Quite steep steps up here. So this is our first stop at the top of the stairs. Got the gate. Buddha. Our tour guide Lynn is calling us. And the inner partridge in me is again quite pleased that our tour guide is also called Lynn. It's good for asking questions. Lynn. So this big Buddha, you're supposed to rub his belly and make a wish. Despite appearances, this is a unicorn apparently, and it's a mama unicorn because it's looking after the baby.
A unicorn for protection, so they always stay in front of the temple and a house and something like that. And turtle is the decoration for old people.
You can hear like bats up there. It's got big ears, which apparently symbolises wisdom. So Lynn, our guide, was telling us that basically anything that's carved out of marble is relatively new because they've only just got the technology to really carve marble well, whereas anything carved out of stone is old and ancient and worth revering.
This design is infinity. Different meditation. We have different position of the hand.
So this temple looks very ancient, but it was in fact built in 1997, we've just been told.
Loving it. It's great. It's so beautiful. Are you liking it?
I very much am, yeah. That's up there. And we're going through there. So that's the bit we've just climbed up. This is where we're heading. Here is the view from the top of the mountain. It's beautiful. Worth the climb, though?
Yeah, really worth the climb.
I would say so. So it's climbing music, triumphant climbing music. Okay, so going up to the top of the mountain apparently Lynn says was going to heaven, but now we're going to hell.
Yeah, it's really cool, but apparently something really bad happened here and that's why it's called hell. What happened here? It's the legend.
So that one over there is the god of money. This one is Hell Buddha, who looks after people in hell because he's a nice guy. And this one here is the god of health. And now we're off down here to a secret passageway, I think.
This one is an elephant. You see that? With a long trunk. So that is a natural mate, everyone. We call him is the Buddha of the future.
5 peaks in this area. After Marble Mountain, we have now been taken to like a marble shop where this lady's gonna tell us about the marble. So, do you know how I'd describe this? Oh, yeah.
How?
Marvellous. This is a unicorn, and you can tell it's a male because it's got the football, and the females have the little baby unicorn. That's how you can gender your unicorns. So if you had to choose one of all the ones here, what would you get?
It is a tough choice, but I think I'd maybe get this sassy lion who's kind of pleasing.
I'd definitely go for these cobras. Look at them. They just look really happy.
You know your favourite statue back there? You know what his favourite subject at school was?
What?
This one looking
History.
Hey, so did you know they actually shot a film in here?
What was that?
It was part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Did you know Amazon filmed a TV show here?
No?
The Marvellous Mrs. Mason.
Do you know who their favourite rapper is in this place? Kendrick Lamar. Did you know what film these two remind me of?
What?
Liar Liar. So from Marble Mountain we have now come to Monkey Mountain to see the big Lady Buddha and also hopefully some monkeys, or maybe not hopefully some monkeys, depends. Our last monkey encounter did not go well. Those two black hills over there is Marble Mountain where we were before, and then this is the view across the bay to Da Nang, and then there's Lady Buddha. This sleeping Buddha here is actually a replica of the one that we saw in Bangkok. And this pagoda built in 2008, even though it looks much older. They call her Moth Lady. She's gone native again.
Story of Lady Buddha. So there was a woman who wanted to become a Buddhist monk, but you can only become a Buddhist monk if you're a man back in the day. So she chopped off all her hair so she looked like a man. A woman in the village took a liking to her, and when she refuted her advances, the woman in the village took her revenge by saying that he got her pregnant. Because of that, she either had to reveal that she was actually a woman or leave Buddhism, and she didn't want to do either of those things, so she killed herself. But then the Buddha saw her devotion to Buddhism, and so then she became the Lady Buddha, and that's how we have the Lady Buddha.
And there she is, 67 meters tall. This is the little temple inside the Lady Buddha. You can actually climb up into the top of her, but I think they've stopped people doing that now because it just became too much for her. And over there is the reason they call it Monkey Mountain. The simians here do have a better reputation than those in other parts of the world, so I don't think they're sunglass stealers or banana grabbers. So like us.
Beautiful area.
So now we are back in Hoi An, just taking a stroll along the river. Today we also learned something quite interesting, that actually thank you isn't Kam Un, it's Kam Earn. Kam Un means shut up, so we think we've been telling quite a few people to shut up when we should be thanking them. But yeah, Kam Earn is in earn money. That's how it should be pronounced apparently. So this is a famous old bridge from the 17th century. You can imagine the old horses and carts rolling over this 300 years ago. So after chilling back at the hostel for a little bit, we have ventured out into town and we've got a delicious feast in front of us. I think.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That was an extremely good meal. Shout out to our waiter Taki, who would, I'm sure, appreciate that because he's made us do a Google review where we shouted it out as well. So thanks Taki. But yeah, we're now just walking back over the bridge. Beautiful Hoi An behind us, and beautiful Zoe behind me. We've packed up and we are on our way, not to a different destination, just to a different hostel called the Harmony Hostel. And not because our hostel was bad, but we just wanted to stay out of town for a little bit, and then this one is more in the centre of town, so we've got a bit of a trek in the hot sun to get there, but hopefully it'll be worth it. So now we're a bit closer into town. We're staying at the, what's it called, the Harmony House, and it's really nice. We are off to try and find Zoe's missing bank card because we think it's been gobbled by a machine. That seems to be the only place it can be. So we're off to the bank to try and sweet talk them into letting us access their ATM. This looks like success.
Yes, it is success. Oh my god.
You know, usually you take your card and then it gives you the cash, but that machine switches the system, so you get your cash first and then you got to wait for your card. So looking at the big pile of cards that she had in that bank, we're not the first people to have fallen afoul of that cash machine. So, with the weight of the world lifted from our shoulders, we're heading for the beach, which is down there somewhere. It's a beautiful beach, a pretty empty beach. Feels like the sort of place where they go to in the Life Aquatic. It's like an empty resort with a beach. Hopefully we don't end up in a gunfight. Don't know if you can see this, but that little white line all the way over there is Lady Buddha. Bit of a thunderstorm. Lucky we're not on the beach anymore. But we are enjoying free drinks that our hostel gives out. Tragically, after 10 years of faithful service, Zoe's sandals have given up the ghost. Well, one of them has, leaving her to walk sadly across the street. It is baking today. It's 36 degrees, so every time she steps on the concrete, she's getting a little burn to the sole of her foot. I've offered to piggyback her. She's too proud. It really is just incredibly beautiful here. This is in the daytime. It's even better at night. We are heading out into the streets of Hoi An to go on a lantern boat ride because we're running out of time to do it, and it is like one of the things that you really should do while you're here. All these lantern boats are very beautiful. Put your lantern in the water, make a wish. We're just in the queue for the boats which kind of turn up here.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous, look at it.
Hi. Back on dry land. How was that?
Oh, that was amazing. It's so beautiful here. Like, I'm really glad we've done it.
That was really lovely.
We had a lovely guide who,
Louis.
yeah, he took lots of photos and videos. I'm sure they'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, it was great. Loved it.
We've come to the vegan restaurant where Zoe is over the moon because she can actually order everything on the menu.
Everything on this menu. Kids, you can eat anything on the menu.
And now the food's come and she's even happier. Before we leave Hoi An, we have decided to just quickly venture out and see if we can get one of their famous rice pancakes from a street food store because they're meant to be really nice, and yeah, quite want to try one before we go. Very much hoping this pancake's going to be worth it because it is hot out here in the midday sun. Hot, hot, hot. Well, that was a classic case of you see something all the time when you don't want it, but when you're actually looking for it, it's nowhere to be found. We couldn't find the rice pancakes anywhere, so we dropped into Banh Mi, which is a very good vegan banh mi place. So we just picked up a couple of sangers for the road, and now we're going to go back and wait for our car to come pick us up. So that was our time in Hoi An,
Which I'm sure you can tell we thought was really beautiful.
and we'll tell you where we're heading next
In the next video.